Wait 1 second. Hold on. Okay. He's a funny guy. Took my lighter. Think he's slowing me down is funny. Oh, it's right where the devil is. Under my feet.
Plenty of exciting young talent. There's sure to be at least a few surprises tonight.
Well, you know, in college basketball, the teams and players are constant.
I left. Can't fully start till it's fully lit. Yes, I can take in all that Holy Ghost. Let it fill up this temple.
Evolving. That's a big part of what makes this season so much fun to watch.
Now here's Scott. Here's T. It's hauled in by Junior. It's Fred Thompson on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That's on Smith.
And it's clear that Thompson's getting a handle on the little tricks of the trade, like how he angles his body to draw fouls.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now Macy.
And the UConn Huskies with a ton of players in the NBA. Kemba Walker, the big name right now, but he's just the latest in a long list. The team does a great job of identifying and developing their talent.
And here's Junior. And no good. Good D by Thompson. Now here's Smith. From the wing. Sheldon grabs the miss. For the Huskies, guys, it's a lengthy list of active NBA players.
Because UConn as a program has done such an outstanding job of developing talent, it feeds on itself. They continue to be able to recruit outstanding players from all over the country because those younger players have seen the job UConn does in developing those who play for the Huskies.
Here's Junior. Thompson, right side. Junior. To the paint. Sheldon with the bucket.
Showing he has the ability to read a defense. Junior, fantastic pass to set up a teammate.
And here are the Huskies. Outside, Smith. Macy. Pass to Scott. Over Junior. That one wide left.
And as great as the UConn men's program has been, it is just a small star in the galaxy of the women's program. You talk about dominant, excellent, championship, 11 titles, and always near the top of the polls on the women's side. They are unlike any other women's program in just about any sport.
Scott with it. Outside, Smith. Pass to Macy. Back to Smith. Macy. Kelly covering. Outside, Scott. Macy. Clock at 6. Smith with it. Back to Macy. Here's Scott. And they couldn't get the shot off in time. That's a 30-second shot clock violation. And the UCLA with the ball. They trail by 1. Pass to Thompson. Back to Junior. Adams. He's covered by Thompson. And Thompson good for 3. And guys, with the UConn women, all those titles and also 6 seasons where they went undefeated, that's simply unprecedented.
And UConn basketball fans are just so spoiled between their men's and women's programs. All the titles, all the stars over the years. It's no wonder this school adores the sport of basketball.
Outside Scott. Three-pointer. Kept alive. And that one's good. Thompson.
You know, the Huskies have not always been a premier basketball program. Had success early on in the 20th century, but then burst back onto the scene in the early 90s in a big way nationally.
And they had a great coaching staff that led them from the late 80s into the modern times. The Huskies have consistently been a top team in the country. They've been a #1 seed in the tournament 5 times since 1990.
Now here's Webb. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's the Bruins ball.
Oh.
Here's Thompson. That's his second shot and his second basket.
Boy, really good effort that time by Thompson, creating the second chance opportunity, then finishing the play.
The Huskies trail. Outside, Smith. Pass to Macy. Webb. Now Scott. Outside Macy. Here's Thompson. Adams with the block. Thompson on the wing. Guarded by Smith. Here's Jones. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and he gets a chance for a three-point play.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
And the Bruins making a change here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, part of the reasons the Huskies have been so dominant is they've consistently had elite centers come through the program. Dominant big guys have anchored a lot of their success.
And Andre Drummond, the latest dominant big out of UConn. Often they'll be elite on the defensive end as well. UConn has had 2 college defensive players of the year who won the award a total of 4 times.
The Bruins with the lead. Pass to Thompson. Soft touch off the glass.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Here's Webb. Outside Macy. Back to Webb. Now Smith. They need this. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Junior. Second shot opportunity. Out to Thompson. Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Junior with it. Webb picks him up. Here's Junior. Webb with some nice D.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Bruins ahead. And the first half of play in the books. You look at the game Junior's having. Talk about his numbers.
Thus far, an excellent caretaker of the rock. He's finding his teammates and still yet to turn the ball over.
And, you know, the turnover number can often be overlooked. Protecting the possession, pivotal in a game that so often comes down to the slightest of margins. Well, I really like the package that Red Thompson has. He's not really flashy, but uber effective. He's a combo guard, has a real nose for scoring, can knock it down from outside or attack the rim effectively.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Speaking of Thompson, he doesn't give you much on defense, but his offense is the selling point.
His defense should improve, but you can live with where he's at. Fortunately, he more than makes up for it with his skill set on the offensive end. He's a natural shot creator for himself as well as for others.
Pass to Kelly. Kicks it out to Junior. Thompson outside to the middle. Sheldon. And a great assist by Thompson as that one goes in.
Good recognition there from Thompson, sizing up the defense and getting it to a wide open player.
Macy on the wing. Kelly covering, and he gets contact, and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. First trip to the line for him here. And good on the second, so he makes both. And guys, Junior is as raw of a player as they get. He didn't start playing organized ball until recently, but this program believes in him.
And you know, he only played his senior year of high school as far as basketball goes, but that was enough to impress this coach to offer him a spot on the team. And you can see the raw athleticism and the skills are starting to come along nicely too.
Now here's Macy. Smith, he's covered by Thompson. Thompson outside. Shoots over Sheldon, and it doesn't go for him. Now UCLA takes it the other way. Here's Junior, and the dunk by Junior.
Emphatic throwdown that time by Junior. You watch this guy play, and you can see the grit. You can almost feel it. He developed that grit growing up in Newark, New Jersey.
Outside Scott. Smith. Back to Scott. Deflected. They recover it. And the foul called on Junior. That is his first foul of the game. Back to Junior. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
How about the Connecticut Huskies? 4 national titles for this small school on the East Coast. They won it in '99, '04, 2011, and 2014. Jim Calhoun built it from scratch, and they've got a heck of a pedigree now.
And the foul called on Junior. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now a timeout called by UConn. And each of those titles special and unique in their own way.
The 1999 one put the team on the map as a major program.
And stolen by Junior. Oh my goodness, what a slam from Junior. Where did that come from?
I did not expect to see that tonight. That was a dunk contest level throwdown there.
He pulled that out of nowhere. That's going to be on highlight reels for years.
Here's Martin looking for his first basket still in this one. Drive by Junior, and the shot goes in.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
Here's Macy. Cans it from downtown.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
The UConn Huskies, they find a lot of players from the New York area. It's a big pipeline in their recruitment process.
Well, a number of prep stars in New York have the dream of playing at UConn. It really has been a heck of a relationship. The city that never sleeps, speaking of New York, and the UConn Huskies basketball program.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
The Bruins with the lead. Out to the left wing. Back to Junior. Here's Sheldon. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
You can tell Junior has been building his offensive arsenal. Here he selects the right pass at the right time to pick up an assist.
Here's Porter. Here's Macy. Sheldon with a block. And it's out of bounds to the Huskies as UConn retains possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Outside Scott. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Macy misses. You know, one thing that makes these games so compelling is the influx of new play styles. Some of these players could be the prototype of what's to come for the NBA.
Well, these players all bring to the court the latest ideas and techniques, stuff they picked up online or in games with friends, and they're less afraid to try new things.
Yeah, you know, they haven't really fully defined their comfort zone yet, so there's a willingness, actually an eagerness to stretch your abilities and really test yourself out there. I love that.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Scott, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play.
Now here's Junior, guarded by Scott. Junior with the bucket.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they defended at a high level and remain in control.
Beasley, covered by Junior. Pass to Macy. Scott. Here's Beasley. Here's Macy. And again, UConn with the triple.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make.
What's up?
Substitution on the board. Shooting for UCLA.
Yeah, you know, for a young fella, I think Red's in a really perfect situation. I mean, he's got a nice complementary player in Junior, so I really think it's important for a developing player to have somebody like that to grow with.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's his first personal foul. 15 foul.
He drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Thompson for 3. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
The D can be so worried about Junior in these situations that they forget about Red. And trust me, that ain't a good idea. The kid lives for these moments.
Teams in the penalty.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
On the wing, Junior. On the wing, Junior for 3. And so it's UConn with the W.
You know, it was a subpar performance, and maybe it did cost his team. And I think Junior's got to be frustrated that he couldn't do more to help his team out.
Yeah, I mean, you could argue it's a setback in his progress, but let's have some perspective. It's one game, and he's got many more ahead of him.
And for Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Forrest Hunt. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Junior, why'd you dunk the ball like that?
Saw an opportunity to make a big play.
Hey, why'd you dunk the ball like that?
Felt like the right time to energize the team.
All right, you're going to have to make a decision about what type of player you're going to be, how you're going to represent yourself and this school. Would your dad have made that play?
Listen, Coach, if I stepped out of line and you don't want me to do it again, fine. I can make the adjustment.
All right, Junior, I'm going to tell you a story. All right, now I'm at my school. I'm bleeding our colors, but I lived on the bench. One particular game, everybody was in foul trouble, so I get tossed in. Now I'm thinking, good, it's my moment. I'm going to give him the razzle-dazzle, behind the back pass, crossover, step back, I threw the kitchen sink at him.
You showed out.
Absolutely, I wanted to show that I belonged in the rotation and off the bench. We ended up winning by 2. I'm thinking, I'm on cloud 9, life's complete.
Why do I get the feeling that this story does not have a happy ending?
Well, Coach pulls me aside and he tells me I'm back on the bench. He says we should have won by 10, but I made the game about myself, my ego. Every time I wanted to do something special or fancy, we dropped possessions. I was mad. He was wrong. Then I saw the tape. You know what happens next, or you're just tired of listening to me talk?
I'm mad because I'm listening.
Look, Junior, win or lose, play the game the right way. Now, if you think that dunk was the right play, that's fine, but you're going to have to live with that, and there may be some unintended consequences. You got me?
I got you, Coach.
All right.
Fuck you, coach. Yeah, fuck the shit out of
Smile,
you.
huh?
Yeah, I'm about to get some. I'm about to get some
Worry
head,
about
bitch. About to get some head.
Smile.
I'm about to beat the brakes off her head, nigga.
Hey, thank you for bringing me here. This place is amazing.
I come here every Monday when Madison's playing. It's so easy to get one-dimensional with like everything that we do, like training and film sessions and travel. And I just want to see so much that's out of that bubble, you know? Like
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah. Well, I haven't found that thing yet.
No? Why not?
I'm thinking it's
That is
you.
a great question, especially because it's so direct.
Well, that's what college is for, right? Figuring out who you are, and you're exposed to so much, just if you're open to it. Like all of this makes me so good at soccer in the long run. Like at least I like to think it does.
And you played for the Canadian national team too?
I'm an alternate right now, but yeah, every time I get in line and they sing, "Oh, Canada," I get chills. Like I can't wait. School lets me take assignments on the road as a special arrangement.
Hold on. If my memory serves me correct, you said basketball players get the treatment.
Yeah.
That's what you
Okay.
said, right?
Yes.
Basketball.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
just
did.
checking.
Okay,
I'm just checking.
but you know what I'm saying, right? Right?
Yeah, I do. Everywhere I go, people are asking me about the games, win or lose.
Especially lose.
Yeah, expectations are high, but yeah, I get it. Fans, they take everything so personal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to filter out all that noise.
Yeah, I struggle with it sometimes.
Being good at this, it's a responsibility.
Yeah, it's just all going by so fast. And I just want to appreciate this moment. So thank you very much.
Thank you, too. Boom. Okay, you know, that boom feels like a little much. You win.
Greetings, sports fans, and welcome to our presentation of college basketball. In this game, we'll see the Gonzaga Bulldogs going up against the Florida Gators. Along with analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, I'm Forrest Hunt. Tonight, we get a look at some of the next generation of NBA stars.
You know, that's one of my favorite parts of watching these games, seeing what kind of dynamic, new, fresh players will soon be headed to the league.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't have it any other way. Come on, man. Let's get with the program.
Yeah, plenty of NBA hopefuls on these two teams. It'll be interesting to see who really distinguishes themselves from the pack.
Back to Junior. Pass to Thompson. Junior. Booker covering. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Junior. Reverses. And it's laid in by Lawson.
You know, he's one of the greatest players of all time as a former Bulldog, and I'm speaking, of course, of John Stockton, a Hall of Famer. He helped put this program on the map.
Stockton was dominant at the college level as a senior. Led the conference in points, assists, and steals. It's not a surprise that his was the first number to be retired by the program.
Now here's Levins. The shot, no good. Great D that.
Stupid ass shit.
This is True News Headlines, news from a Christian point of view. I'm Kerry Kinsey. This just into the newsroom, Netflix and Hollywood are sick industries, and the left sees nothing wrong with sexualizing children. No wonder the Netflix...
Time from Lawson. Now Junior. To the middle. And slam dunk by Lawson.
Good job that time by Junior. Solid ball movement, understanding, and even sensing when one of his guys was open there.
Daniels, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Torres outside. Torres is doubled. It's Levens on the wing. Back to Torres. Beyond the arc. And he can't hit that time. So Florida will take it the other way. Down low. And Junior.
You know, one thing you can really count on is the Gators are going to be tough now. I mean, this program is so consistent at putting together a tough team year to year.
Despite being in a tough conference, they'll usually make the tournament and have a solid record.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Junior. Here's Lawson. Yes! And it's Junior picking up the assist.
You can tell Junior has been building his offensive arsenal. Here he selects the right pass at the right time to pick up an assist.
Now Booker. Thompson brings the double team. Back to Torres. Booker. No good from outside. On the wing, Junior. Booker covering. Back to Junior. Pass to Mercer. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws coming for him. These are his first free throws of the game. Gonzaga making some changes. Levens with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Booker. Back to Levens. Pass to Daniels. It's stolen by Red Thompson.
And what a powerhouse program Gonzaga has built here. Little by little, they have established themselves as a major player in college hoops. Easily the biggest name college program in the Northwest.
Here's Daniels. Deflected. Back to Booker. Levens with it. Pass to Torres. To the paint. And Levens gets it to go. And Gonzaga, you guys, has gone from scrappy underdog to an absolute force. They are an elite program.
For years, Gonzaga has been unchallenged in conference. They absolutely dominated the conference they play in. And, you know, this school has always had a great record and is not afraid to schedule tough. I think all of that is why Gonzaga has been so successful.
And here's Levens.
You know, they don't want to give the ball handlers any room.
Yep, that's what full court man-to-man is all about now. All pressure, all the time.
Now, here's Torres. It's a 5-point game. Booker outside. Daniels, clock at 6, and it's good for 2. And here are the Gators now. Here's Junior. Pass to Lawson. There's the 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The roster of the alumni for the Gators, pretty impressive. You look at some great NBA players on that list that did their college basketball playing at Florida.
Some of the big names in the league, Brad Beal, Al Horford, they were stars here with Florida before making the jump. Overall, the Gators can be counted on to supply a fair amount of NBA players at any given time.
Well, I love it. Torres, no hesitation. If a teammate is open, he swings the ball right to him.
Rejected by Torres.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
It's been brutal in terms of the physicality down low.
And Levens gets it to go. The Gators leading. Junior, right side. Inside. And that one's good. Waters.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And here are the Bulldogs. Torres outside. Back to Booker. Levens. Pass to Daniels. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
You can just about count on one former Bulldog joining the league every draft. And Gonzaga's got an impressive roster of NBA players.
All time, the big name is John Stockton. More recently, Rui Hachimura and Domantas Sabonis. Some great talent always finds their way to Gonzaga. And guys, we're seeing Junior develop right before our eyes. With every game he plays, he's maturing more and more. A lot of the skills that take years for most players to master seem to come naturally for him.
The Bulldogs trail. Outside Riley. Keith. Back to Riley. Pass to Hawkins. The three-pointer no good. Now Junior. Palmer for three. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And that is simply a dagger on the way to the locker room. That three-pointer feels like a six-pointer coming when it did right at the end of the half.
So we conclude the first half. The Gators on top. They lead by 7. And the first half of play in the books. You look at the game Junior's having. Talk about his numbers.
Well, you know, he's done extremely well setting up his teammates, and that's exactly what you look for from the point guard position.
And that court vision and pinpoint passing ability, something that's always in demand in today's game. And one of the legendary recruiting classes for the Gators, that 2004 class. The starting 5 and 6th men all went on to play pro ball. They call themselves the 04s for the year they all enrolled.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Junior right side. They double team Junior. Back to Lawson. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. And the talent level for the 04s, simply unreal. Multiple Gators going on to have great pro careers.
You know, it was led by Al Horford, Joakim Noah, and Corey Brewer. Easily one of the best recruiting classes ever in college basketball, in my opinion. Very few colleges have ever seen a class that talented.
Back to Thompson. Pass to Junior. Here's the one-on-one. Here's Booker. Off the mark there with the 3. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
You know, you look around the landscape of college basketball, and Gonzaga was clearly a trailblazer as far as mid-majors go. I mean, we're talking about one of the most feared mid-major schools in the country, and it's been that way for a couple of decades now.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Levens. Lawson with it. Levens picks him up defensively. Pass to Thompson. Over Levens. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Mid-major schools now get a lot more respect, and largely in part because of Gonzaga.
It used to be the rankings ignored you if you weren't from a major conference. But Gonzaga changed that with quality wins over big-name schools. You can't ignore the sustained success of a school like Gonzaga.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Levens, he's covered by Thompson. To end the run. Rejected by Thompson. And plenty of contact on that shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Florida Gators.
You know, you look at the tournament history for the Bulldogs. Early on, they were always underdogs under this coaching staff, but now they're usually a top seed in the tournament.
And that one misses. And you guys, for the Zags, they're still looking for that first championship.
They came so close in 2017. I thought that could be their year. Their bench was the great.
Pass to Keefe. Here's Hawkins, covered by Junior. Here's Benjamin. Jameson with it. The rebound by Mercer.
A good board there, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Over to the wing. Riley, defended by Bayless. Pass to Jameson. Here's Benjamin. Outside Riley. Clock at 4. Here's Hawkins. And good coming on the assist by Riley. A contributor to any team's success is the chemistry on the floor between the players. Do you guys think the brevity of college careers makes it harder to build those bonds?
I don't think so. No, these players are studying together, practicing together, living together. You instantly form strong connections in those situations.
Hey, I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, a lot of these guys are making friendships that are going to last a lifetime with their teammates. Just one more way in which these college seasons are where players are really forged on and off the floor.
Outside Riley. Pass to Hawkins. The 3-ball. That shot off the mark.
Boy, just by his body language, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Count it.
Yeah, you look at this kid, Junior, and he snuck away from home to play on the streets of New York, and he brings that grit and tenacity, plays hard and relentless.
To the inside. A nice shot by Hawkins.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Junior, no good. Given how players come and go from college teams, the only real consistency we get year to year are the coaches.
Well, you know, that and the mascots. But absolutely, for a lot of these teams, coach is kind of the de facto star. And given how rapidly the lineups change, it's really a unique challenge to succeed as a coach at this level because of all the roster turnover every couple of years.
I have to agree with that. You're constantly reshaping your approach in reaction to your latest recruits and losses. It's an impressive balancing act they have to pull off.
So both teams making some changes here. A good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's Junior, and he makes good on the layup.
Solid by Junior on the pick and roll. Growing up playing on the streets of New York, I'm sure he ran pick and roll for days.
Here's Levens. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Junior. A beautiful reverse layup.
Some young players just have that grown man strength. Junior taking it right to the defender.
Pass to Booker. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Diaz. The spectacle of college basketball is certainly one of its big draws. These young athletes are giving 100% effort for every minute of the game.
That's why I think you get such an exciting pace for these games at this level. These players are really hungry to go out there and prove themselves on the big national stage.
Yeah, every player on the floor is looking to have a career-making performance. Who knows? Could be some NBA scouts out there in the crowd tonight.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Count the basket.
Boy, when Torres decides to run hard and position himself well, he's a big target and able to convert in transition.
Thompson outside. Junior. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two here. Crawford picks one up. And the free throw, no good. Both teams will make substitutions. And the second free throw is good. Here's Hawkins. Pass to Riley. Here's Mayo. That one wide left.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what his offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
At the line for your Gators, shooting two.
So he gets them both. The Bulldogs on offense. Down by 15. Torres outside. Pass to Lane. Hawkins. Here's Mayo. Shoots. Blunt with the rebound. Junior from deep. Offline. So it's the Gators winning this one easily.
And, you know, one of the keys to their effort, I think, was the passing of Junior. Outstanding awareness and vision on display all game long.
And it's such an infectious way to play. He has the athleticism to take over a game single-handedly, but he'd rather bring his teammates along for the ride.
And that concludes our broadcast. Thanks for being with us. Catch you next time.
Good win, Junior.
All I'm focused on is getting us to the tournament.
Hey, that's why we brought you here.
I'm saying you want to play on a higher level. Right? I don't care if it's football,